Hey friends, about a month ago, a family from Amethi, Uttar Pradesh, with a girl named Araja, made a plan to go on a trip to Vrindavan. They had never been to Vrindavan before. They had traveled a lot, but for some reason, they had never visited this place. The plan was pretty random. They picked a date really close by, thinking, hey, we've got some time off, so let's just go. Now, who all were in the family? There was 16-year-old Araja and a younger sibling who was 4 years younger than her. Bro, this was around when he was 12 years old. The parents just randomly decided that in 3 days they'd head to Vrindavan. They boarded the train and reached their destination. So, they got off at Mathura station. After spending a day in Mathura, they went straight to Vrindavan. And look, Vrindavan was pretty crowded. Back in the day, no matter where you went, any holy place, or even just a regular spot, you could easily find hotels and all the facilities to stay comfortably. Yeah, but things have changed a lot in today's world. Nowadays, if you're planning a trip somewhere, you first have to check whether there are hotels available at that location or not, because finding a place to stay isn't that easy anymore. Now, sure, if it's just guys hanging out, they can usually manage and adjust. But here, it was a whole family. So how could Araja's dad just adjust? They did find a hotel in Mathura, but after roaming around Mathura and then reaching Vrindavan, they realized finding a hotel there was no rooms were available anywhere. After a lot of trouble, we finally found a hotel a bit outside the main city, just a little outside Vrindavan. The family felt kind of weird about it, like, we came to Vrindavan to experience the vibe of Vrindavan, but here we are, out in the outskirts. Plus, this place felt really cramped and closed in. It didn't feel good at all. But Araja's dad said, what can we do, man? We don't have any other option. We've been searching all day. Because of all this hassle, we didn't even get to visit any temples or anything. Yeah, since we couldn't find anything else, we decided to stay here. Now, the vibe in this hotel was a bit different. Not many people were staying here. The manager was probably around 80 to 85 years old, really tall, and was charging rates that were double or triple what you'd normally pay inside Vrindavan. He acted like his hotel was packed to the brim, but you could only spot 1 or 2 guests around. But hey, what can you do? Sometimes you gotta make do. So these guys rented a room number 112. They said these people would stay there for 3 days. They had already paid in advance for all 3 days. Now, as soon as the first day came, they dropped off their stuff there and it was already night. I mean, by the time they settled all their stuff, like I told you, it took a lot of time just finding the place. So finally, they got the room. Then everyone put their things down and relaxed a bit, washed their hands and feet. It finally felt like a proper night, you know? So they thought, what the heck, let's go to a nearby temple. I mean, there's no shortage of temples in Vrindavan. This place is a bit outside Vrindavan though. There must be temples here too. So we stepped outside and found an open temple. It was a Krishna temple. We had a darshan there, then ate at a roadside hotel. Now we're back from the restaurant to our room. It's almost 2 a.m. Everyone's super tired and stressed because our whole trip went like this. We hadn't booked any hotels, which caused all this mess. But we decided that whatever sightseeing we could do today, we'll do tomorrow instead. Basically, we're gonna double up our itinerary and cover twice as much tomorrow. Sounds good, man. These folks are going to sleep. They had set up a really nice bed, a proper one where mom and dad were sleeping. The kids like sleeping down below, saying, we'll sleep down here. The kids were having fun, so Radha's brother put a mattress down there and they all got ready to sleep. Just around 5:15, suddenly the bathroom tap in their hotel room started running. They got startled and scared, wondering how that could happen. They quickly got up and turned off the tap. Araja's mom did that. I turned off the tap and came back, wondering how this even happened. The kids got scared. It just happened on its own, but the tap wasn't loose or anything. It was properly tight. The fittings were good. Nothing was weak anywhere. So how did it turn on? Especially since it's inside one of the 4 rooms. All right. Anyway, I was tired and finally fell asleep. Must have been about half an hour into my sleep when suddenly Aradhya felt like someone was sitting right next to her face. She thought it must be Shubham, her brother, sitting there drinking water. Or maybe Mom had come downstairs. We were trying to help Aradia fall asleep, and she must have been feeling sleepy. But the next moment, she felt fingers around her neck. She wondered why someone would touch her neck. Before she could even open her eyes and react, someone grabbed her tightly. She started struggling to get free. The grip was so strong. When someone squeezes your throat hard like that, your vision goes all blurry and foggy, and you lose track of what's happening. The force was that intense. She hadn't even fully opened her eyes, but everything was already a blur. She couldn't see who it was because it was night, and all the lights were off. Just a small night bulb was on. So, she couldn't really see much. She screamed loudly, screamed her lungs out, but Mom and Dad didn't wake up, nor did her brother, because they were all in a deep sleep. As she kept screaming, suddenly she jerked, and whoever it was grabbed their hand and ran away. She thought, "Who is this? Who is this?" She quickly got up and turned on the light. "Dad, Dad, wake up quickly. Dad, wake up fast. Something happened to me." Dad woke up, clearly alarmed. "Son, are you okay? Who was it? What's up? What happened? Is there anyone here?" Such strange things happened. Now Mom's awake too. He told Mom everything. What does Mom say? "Oh, the same thing happened to me. Just 10 to 15 minutes ago. I felt like someone came and sat beside me, and I felt something around my neck like someone was trying to grab me. But when I opened my eyes, all I saw was a shadow or something. I thought maybe it was just my imagination. Since we're sleeping in a new place, that's probably why it felt that way. But with him, it was something more. Dad is very worried and tired. Aradya's mom and dad couldn't sleep all night. But Aradya is little, and her brother is little too. So they both fell asleep. The next day came. They toured Vrindavan properly, covering everything they had planned in their itinerary for both days. Around midnight, they finally got back to their hotel room after a long day of sightseeing. As soon as they reached the room, they freshened up, ate a bit, and were just about to sleep. Suddenly, a sheet fluttered, and Aradya felt like someone was grabbing and pulling her sheet. It's tugging. It's pulling. It's pulling. Now, when you're half asleep, what would you even think? Maybe a mouse came by since someone else is sleeping downstairs too. But when it got too much, like really pulling the sheet, Aradya woke up and opened her eyes. The moment she did, her eyes went straight to her feet, where the sheet was being pulled. And what does she see? Someone sitting there with glowing red eyes. Aradya screamed really loud this time, shut her eyes tight, and then her mom and dad rushed in. They asked, "What happened, baby?" Aradya told them everything all over again. The atmosphere was really tense now. We decided to go down to the manager and ask him what's going on in our room. Aradya's dad, Aradya herself, Mom, the kid, all of them went down to the reception area, which is basically the hotel lobby. There was no one else there, just this really old guy, the main owner, the one who usually sits at the reception, but he looked even older, super weak, and was sleeping really deeply, snoring loudly. They tried waking him up, but he wouldn't budge at all, which made them really worried. He's sleeping, but who knows how many years it's been since he slept like this. Seeing him, I thought, this is a serious issue. If something like this happens again at night, we'll just have to leave tomorrow. Anyway, they've arrived now, but no one could sleep upstairs tonight. This was their third and final night here. They spent the whole day out again, and today they purposely ate dinner in their hotel room by 10 p.m. They said, "We're staying up too late. Things are getting messed up. Since we ate early today, we'll sleep early too. Tomorrow morning they have a train, so they need to leave early." They had just gone to bed. They hadn't even fallen asleep yet, man. Just as they switched off the lights, suddenly they heard this weird sound, like someone was calling out to them. You know how sometimes someone calls you in a strange way? Not polite or normal, but a lot of people do that. So she got freaked out, wondering who it could be. Who's doing this? Aradya was the first to get up and try to turn the light on, but it didn't work. She got a sudden jolt, like an electric shock, and right at that moment, she panicked, like anyone would if they got a shock. Then Aradya's eyes. The bathroom door was slightly ajar, and from inside that open door, some 6.5-foot tall figure with glowing red eyes and a solid black shadow was staring right at them, calling out like that, Everyone noticed it badly all at once, because none of them were in a deep sleep tonight. They all freaked out really badly. In the middle of the night, shouting, they asked, "What the hell is this?" And the hotel rooms were still empty. Maybe there was a family staying there. Angry, these people came shouting. Even that family came out, and what then? Done. What do you mean done? And luckily, the receptionist here, Uncle G, the one I told you about, the really old guy, like 80 or 85 years old, he was there today. These people got all worked up in front of him and said, "What's going on in your room? We've been noticing this for 2 days, and now it's happened a third time. This is getting out of hand. What's going on? You shouldn't have given us this kind of room." Then Uncle G said, "Look, we don't even give these rooms ourselves. That's why we charge so much money. But if I tell you, this happened a long time ago. Here, there was this guy who had come to stay. He looked really stressed out, like super tense. His face showed he was really troubled, almost like he was depressed. We told him we couldn't let him stay, but he kept insisting, wouldn't leave at all. He even started crying. So, we gave him a key and told him he could stay. He had booked a hotel room for 7 days. For the first 2 or 3 days, we saw him coming and going, probably going to a temple or something. But after that, he stopped going out altogether and just ordered food to his empty room. He used to call for tea, call for water. Then on the 7th day, there was a loud jolt. Not sure what kind of jolt it was. And when we ran up there, he was lying unconscious on the floor, and it was like his whole body was covered in blood, all spilled down below. He was gone. We rushed him to the hospital and all, but it didn't make a difference. The doctor said he had already passed before we got there. What could we have done? It felt like the family was lost. They came, then took him away. We even kept the hotel room closed for a few days after that. But how long are we going to keep taking these losses? So, we opened the hotel rooms again. Some families came to stay for a while. Everything was fine with some of them. Those were the ones we could actually see. There were weird experiences, and people would come and go. Sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't. That's how it was. But brother, we couldn't just shut down the hotel because of all this. We even did pujas and all. But the thing is, it just didn't seem to want to go away completely. So, we decided to hike the rent so high that most people wouldn't even want to take it. But there are some people like you who come for a special trip and just take it. What can you do? I told them, look, if that's the case, put up a sign, but don't put anyone's life at risk. I mean, if something happens to someone, you'll be held responsible for everything. These people packed up their stuff, Araja's family, the elders, and then they left from there. Later, these people realized that all this happened to them because they were in a slightly outer area of Vrindavan. Otherwise, if we lived in the main city area of Vrindavan, near the temples, if they were nearby, what kind of evil force would dare enter Lord Krishna's city? None at all. They just can't come in. But this was an outer area, and its past was really dark. That's why something was wandering around here. Such powers can exist anywhere. Ghosts and spirits can be anywhere. Around Lord Shiva, there are plenty of ghosts and spirits, right? Of course there are. That's just how nature works. All kinds of powers exist here. But places that are really positive, like Vrindavan. It happened in Mathura, a high-level place, like a pilgrimage site, where such powers can't really harm anyone. But it wouldn't be right to say they don't exist at all. Spirits can be everywhere of all kinds. I actually got the whole story from Araja. She messaged me about it on Instagram. I thought I'd share it with you, so you can learn to be careful when staying at any hotel or somewhere like that. Make sure the place doesn't seem weird. Its vibe or atmosphere isn't creepy or heavy. No, it's not like that. If it is, then just leave the hotel because staying even a minute in such places is like putting your life at risk. Let's end the story with this mystery. If you've watched till now, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon, and click on the all option. You'll find the links to our Instagram and website in the description box. Come over to Instagram and send us any stories or experiences you have. Also, check out our products and services on the website. Something good. If you like it, go ahead and buy it. We'll catch up again tomorrow. Thanks a lot until then. Have a great day.